I was just saying, Louis doesn't understand social distancing. So he goes out like wanting to cuddle everything, and particularly any babies younger than him.
Royal appearances rarely bring unexpected moments, especially when every movement is closely watched. Yet during a recent event, something happened that quickly shifted attention across the crowd. All eyes turned to Prince Louis, and within moments, the atmosphere seemed different. Even King Charles appeared surprised. It was not a dramatic scene, but it carried significance well beyond Louis's young age and left a lasting impression on those who witnessed it. What happened in that brief moment that has everyone talking? Join us as we explore how Prince Louis changed the tone of a royal appearance with a single gesture. At just 7 years old, Prince Louis drew attention when he lowered his head in a respectful bow. What stood out was not only the gesture itself, but how naturally it seemed to come from him. For a young royal often known for his playful personality and charming public appearances, it served as a reminder that he carries a title shaped by royal law, family tradition, and long-term planning. When he was born on April the 23rd, 2018, his full title was announced as His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Cambridge. The title came from his father's position as Duke of Cambridge at the time. However, Louis did not receive that title automatically. The story goes back to 1917, when King George V issued letters patent that limited the use of royal titles. Under those rules, only the children and male-line grandchildren of a monarch could automatically use the style His or Her Royal Highness. Great-grandchildren generally would not qualify. That changed in 2012 when Queen Elizabeth II issued new letters patent. She declared that all children of the eldest son of the Prince of Wales would be princes or princesses, regardless of their place in the line of succession. Because of that decision, Prince Louis received the title of Prince from birth. His full name, Louis Arthur Charles, also carries important family connections. Louis is widely seen as a tribute to Lord Louis Mountbatten, a figure who played a major role in the royal family and was especially close to Prince Charles. Arthur is a traditional royal name that appears elsewhere in the family, while Charles honours his grandfather, now King Charles III. Royal titles affect far more than public appearances. They influence rank, ceremonial roles, official introductions, seating arrangements at major events, and expectations for future responsibilities. From the moment a title is announced, it helps shape how a royal family member will be viewed both publicly and privately. Many royal watchers already wonder what title Louis could receive in the future. One possibility often discussed is the Duke of Edinburgh title. Originally granted to Prince Philip in 1947, it later passed to Prince Edward in 2023 as a lifetime appointment. When that title eventually returns to the crown, a future monarch could choose to grant it again. Another possibility is the Duke of York title, though questions remain about whether it will be used again in the future. A completely new dukedom could also be created when the time comes. Whatever happens, Prince Louis's title marks the beginning of a life shaped by royal tradition, family history, and public expectations. His simple bow reminded many people that even at a young age, he is growing up with responsibilities connected to generations of royal history. When King Charles granted the Duke of Edinburgh title to Prince Edward, many observers viewed the move as both a tribute and a continuation of a long royal tradition. The title itself has carried significant meaning for centuries. Its history stretches back to 1726, when King George I granted it to his grandson, Prince Frederick. Over time, the title became associated with royals trusted to represent the crown in important ways. Prince Philip gave the title much of its modern significance. After marrying Princess Elizabeth in 1947, he became Duke of Edinburgh and spent decades building a legacy connected to service, leadership, and youth development. One of his most lasting contributions was the Duke of Edinburgh's award program. The initiative expanded across more than 130 countries and encouraged young people to develop skills, confidence, and community involvement. Philip also supported science, conservation, and environmental awareness throughout his public life. Following Philip's death in 2021, King Charles granted the title to Prince Edward on March 10, 2023. The decision, honoured long-standing family wishes and recognised the years Edward and Sophie had spent supporting many of Philip's charitable and public commitments. Unlike earlier generations, the title will not automatically pass to Edward's son. Instead, it will eventually return to the crown, leaving open the possibility that it could one day be granted to another member of the royal family. That possibility often leads people back to Prince Louis. Although he is not the direct heir, he will spend much of his life in the public eye. Future roles and responsibilities will likely help define his place within the monarchy. A title such as Duke of Edinburgh could provide a meaningful path if that opportunity ever arises. Still, any future title would come with expectations. It would represent more than honour or status. It would signal a commitment to public service and royal duty. Whether Louis eventually receives such a role remains unknown, but discussions about his future continue to attract attention. Prince Louis may still be young, yet he is part of a royal family whose history reaches across centuries. He was born into the House of Windsor, the royal house established by King George V in 1917, after the family changed its name from Saxe-Coburg-Gotha during the First World War. Since then, the Windsor name has become closely associated with continuity and stability through major periods of change in British history. Louis's connection to that history comes through his father, Prince William, heir to the throne and a central figure in the monarchy's future. Through William, Louis is linked directly to generations of British monarchs. He is also connected to the Spencer family through Princess Diana. Diana's compassion and ability to connect with people left a lasting mark on the royal family, and many observers believe elements of that legacy continue through William and his children. Then there is Catherine. Before becoming Princess of Wales, she grew up outside royal circles. Her upbringing brought a different perspective into the family, one rooted in everyday experiences familiar to many people across Britain. That influence can often be seen in the way William and Catherine raise their children. Public appearances frequently show them behaving naturally and comfortably rather than appearing overly formal. Prince Louis, in particular, has become known for displaying his personality openly during royal events. Their family dynamic has helped create a modern image of royal life while still respecting long-standing traditions. Prince George, as the eldest child, already carries the responsibilities connected to being a future king. He is often described as thoughtful, focused, and gradually learning what leadership may require in the years ahead. While Prince George may be preparing for a future role as king, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis have developed very different places within the family. Charlotte is often seen as confident and composed, frequently helping guide her younger brother when excitement gets the better of him. Louis, meanwhile, has become known for his lively personality, bringing energy and humour to public appearances. Yet beneath that playful image, Louis appears increasingly aware of his position within the royal family. He is not growing up in competition with his older brother, but alongside him, with a future role that will likely be shaped in its own way. The title Prince Louis carries today exists because of royal decisions made over many generations. When King George V introduced the 1917 letters patent, the rules limited which descendants would automatically receive royal titles. As the family expanded, those rules became increasingly complicated. Questions about royal titles returned years later when public discussions focused on why some royal children held titles while others did not. The issue became even more noticeable as succession laws evolved to provide equal rights regardless of gender. Queen Elizabeth II addressed part of that challenge in 2012 by ensuring that all of Prince William's children would be princes or princesses from birth. Now, under King Charles III, discussions about the monarchy's future continue. Charles has often spoken about maintaining a smaller working royal family, meaning future decisions regarding titles and responsibilities may look different from those of previous generations. As a result, long-term questions surrounding Louis and future generations remain open. One moment that greatly increased Louis's popularity came during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in 2022. While the event honoured Queen Elizabeth II's historic reign, many viewers found themselves focused on the young prince's reactions throughout the festivities. Whether covering his ears during loud moments, pulling expressive faces, or reacting naturally to the long ceremony, Louis quickly became one of the most talked about figures of the celebration. Images spread widely online, and many people viewed his behavior as a refreshing reminder that even royal children experience public events much like any other child might. Equally notable was Catherine's calm response throughout the occasion. Rather than appearing frustrated, she patiently guided him through the event. Many observers praised her approach, describing it as warm, balanced, and understanding. Subsequent appearances showed a different side of Louis as well. During Christmas events at Sandringham and ceremonies surrounding King Charles's coronation, he appeared more composed and attentive. Those moments suggested that while he remains energetic and expressive, he is also learning the expectations that come with royal life. That combination of personality and growing maturity has helped Louis connect with the public. His appearances often attract attention from people who might not otherwise follow royal events. In many ways, he brings a sense of spontaneity to an institution often associated with formality and tradition. As he grows older, however, the balance between personal freedom and public duty will likely become increasingly important. Much of that development reflects the parenting approach adopted by Prince William and Catherine. Their style places strong emphasis on emotional well-being while maintaining structure and clear expectations. Both parents have spoken publicly about the importance of discussing emotions and encouraging open communication. Reports about family life often describe a household where children are encouraged to express concerns rather than hide them. For a child as expressive as Louis, that environment may be especially important. At the same time, the Wales family is known for maintaining routines and boundaries. Education, responsibilities, and respectful behaviour remain priorities. Public moments have occasionally shown Catherine gently redirecting her children when necessary, demonstrating a balance between affection and discipline. Outdoor activities also play a major role in family life. Sports, nature walks, and time spent outdoors are frequently part of the children's routine. William and Catherine have often highlighted the value of nature in helping young people develop confidence, resilience, and perspective. Despite their royal responsibilities, both parents are known for taking an active role in daily family life. School drop-offs, school events, and ordinary family activities remain priorities whenever possible. Many observers believe this approach helps provide George, Charlotte, and Louis with experiences that feel grounded despite their unique circumstances. Privacy is another important element of their parenting strategy. While official photographs are occasionally shared, the couple works carefully to protect their children's personal lives and limit unnecessary public exposure. This approach marks a noticeable contrast with many earlier generations of royal parenting. Historically, royal family life was often far more formal. Queen Victoria, for example, was widely viewed as distant and strict with her children. Emotional expression was not typically encouraged, and family relationships often reflected the expectations of the era. Later generations introduced gradual changes, but formality remained common. King George VI and the future Queen Mother were considered warmer than some predecessors, yet royal duties still shaped family life significantly. Queen Elizabeth II became a devoted monarch at a young age, and her responsibilities frequently required long periods away from home. During that period, emotional closeness was often viewed differently than it is today. Those experiences influenced the next generation. King Charles has spoken at times about the challenges of his own upbringing and the pressures associated with royal expectations. His experiences helped shape later conversations about family relationships within the monarchy. Then came Diana. Princess Diana transformed public perceptions of royal parenting. She openly displayed affection toward William and Harry, interacted with them in a natural and approachable way, and worked to ensure they experienced aspects of life beyond palace walls. She enrolled them in regular schools, introduced them to people from many different backgrounds, and made efforts to expose them to communities and charitable causes far removed from royal life. The influence Princess Diana left on royal parenting is still being felt today. Her warmth, openness, and determination to protect her sons from the emotional distance often associated with royal life changed how many people viewed the monarchy. She showed that royal children could be raised with affection, understanding, and emotional support while still preparing for the responsibilities that came with their position. Prince William experienced those lessons firsthand. He saw the challenges that came with a more traditional royal upbringing, but he also saw the difference his mother's approach made. Those experiences appear to have shaped the way he and Catherine are raising their own children today. As a father, William seems committed to creating a balance between duty and family life. He embraces the responsibility expected of a future king, while also making time for the everyday moments that matter most. Whether attending school events, supporting his children during public appearances, or speaking openly about mental health, William presents a different style of royal parenting than many previous generations. But what does all of this mean for Prince Louis? If you compare the royal households of the past with the family we see today, the difference is striking. In earlier generations, royal children were often expected to maintain a formal image at all times. Public appearances were carefully managed, and personality frequently came second to protocol. Today, things look very different. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are often seen sharing natural moments together. People have watched them laugh, joke, and interact like any other siblings. Those moments may seem simple, but they have helped create a more relatable image of royal life. That shift reflects a broader change within the monarchy. While responsibility and tradition remain important, there is also a greater emphasis on individuality. William and Catherine appear determined to ensure that their children understand their roles without allowing those roles to completely define who they are. Prince George carries the weight of being a future king. Every year will bring greater expectations and more public attention. Yet those close to him seem focused on helping him develop not only leadership qualities but also compassion, empathy, and a strong understanding of the world around him. Charlotte and Louis face a different future. Neither is expected to inherit the throne, but that does not mean their roles are unimportant. Throughout royal history, younger siblings have often played significant parts in supporting the monarchy and helping strengthen the institution. For Charlotte, many observers already see confidence and poise that suggest she may become an influential figure within the family. She often appears composed during public appearances and seems comfortable in the spotlight. Louis, however, continues to attract attention for a different reason. His personality shines through whenever he appears in public. Whether it's a playful expression, a spontaneous reaction, or a cheerful interaction with his family, he often becomes one of the most talked about members of the younger generation. What makes Louis particularly interesting is that people feel they are watching him grow in real time. The public has seen him evolve from a playful young child into someone who is gradually becoming more aware of the importance of royal occasions. While his lively spirit remains unchanged, many recent appearances have shown increasing confidence and maturity. That combination of energy and growth keeps people interested. It also reflects the environment in which he is being raised. William and Catherine appear to provide a home where structure and responsibility exist alongside affection and encouragement. Their children are expected to understand the significance of their position, but they are also given space to develop their own personalities. The public has noticed this approach. In the past, members of the royal family were often viewed as distant figures separated from everyday life. Today, many people feel a stronger connection to the royal family because they seem more approachable and relatable. William and Catherine have maintained respect for royal traditions while presenting a family image that feels genuine and modern. That balance has helped strengthen public interest in the next generation of royals. It also plays an important role in shaping the monarchy's future. As public expectations continue to evolve, institutions that adapt often find greater support. The Wales family appears to understand this reality and has embraced a style that blends tradition with a more personal touch. Of course, life in the public eye brings challenges. Every photograph, every appearance, and every interaction can be captured and shared around the world within seconds. Social media ensures that even the smallest moments can become major talking points. The royal family knows they are constantly being observed. Rather than resisting that reality, William and Catherine seem to have found a way to manage it. They share carefully selected moments of family life while still protecting their children's privacy. This approach allows the public to feel connected without exposing the children to unnecessary attention. That strategy has proven effective. Whether attending sporting events, participating in national celebrations, or appearing at official engagements, the family often comes across as authentic rather than carefully scripted. Those moments help strengthen public affection and make the monarchy feel more accessible to modern audiences. As Prince Louis continues to grow, so does the story of a royal family adapting to a changing world. His playful personality, memorable expressions, and close relationship with his siblings remind people that behind the ceremonies, traditions, and historic institutions are real families experiencing many of the same joys and challenges as everyone else. Perhaps that is one reason why so many people continue to follow his journey. Louis represents more than a young prince growing up in the spotlight. He represents a new generation of royals being raised with a blend of tradition, emotional awareness, and personal freedom. The path ahead remains uncertain, but his story is already becoming an important part of the monarchy's next chapter. The years ahead will reveal what role Prince Louis ultimately chooses to embrace and how he helps shape the future of the royal family. Whatever happens, there is little doubt that public interest in him will continue to grow. What do you think this modern approach to royal parenting means for the future of the monarchy? Do you believe Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis will help create a stronger connection between the royal family and the public? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal updates. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the next video on your screen for more fascinating stories and royal insights.